Alright, we are back. And cookery is done. And we have Trenton as our chef. And Crazy has already added crafting recipes and cooking stuff recipes. Now, what she needs to do, that she hasn't done yet, is come over here. I believe. Oh, she did. She had them as minimum stock there. So there is food here, so everybody will have what they need to eat. Also, I went ahead and placed the fisherman's hut over here. I want to put the university here, but we don't have enough room, so we're going to have to move this out a little bit more. The fisherman hut will move it out a little bit, I think. That might be a whole chunk, so it may not. We may have to use some guard towers to do that, which is not a problem. And I also think that we are at max amount of colonists. We got 2 residences back here, and we moved the lumberjack into this one, forester, and we moved the courier into this one. So that freed up a little bit of room in the cavern, so we just had another kid grow up, so we have somebody to go into our cowhand's hut, which is currently being done back here. He's working on that now. That way we can start getting some beef in this place and leather, because we are going to have more raids and we're not going to have armor for our guys. Crazy made the rallying banner and fought our last raid all by herself with the guards. She didn't have to fight anything. She just stood there. So far they're doing their job.
I have 24 leather. I can make 1 guard a complete set.
Okay, we do have a little bit of armor that Tamara and I picked up when we went looking around at some of the structures we have around here. I just don't know that it's gotten to the guards, because I just threw it in here.
It's not under minimum stock, so probably not.
There's a bunch of chainmail and iron stuff, but they can't use that yet. So they must have it, because it's not in here. I know there was like a pair of boots or something. We didn't get much leather stuff. Yep, she's got leather boots on.
I'll take care of it.
Okay.
So if you want to make some leather stuff and throw it in there, go ahead.
Well, she has boots, so a hat, a chest plate.
Best would probably be to make chest plates for everybody you can, because chest plates give more armor.
But yeah, I'll... I have 3. because I made a hat before you said that.
Mm-hmm. And she's been making a bunch of tools and putting them in here, so there's swords, hoes, axes, so everybody will have what they need. We need to upgrade our builder, but I think we're going to go ahead after he gets done with the Cowhand hut and probably the fishery. I think that's all he has on his list right now. Oh no, he doesn't even have the fishery yet. So I'm going to go ahead and set him for that. And then after they get done, we're probably going to do 2 more builders' huts and 2 more residences.
That guard has boots and a chest plate already. It's nighttime.
Yep, I noticed. Alright, so we'll be back when a little bit of this work gets done. Alright, so Cowhand just got finished. Very basic building. And this one is one of the good ones because they actually put in a double gate over here so the cows can't get out so easy. Not that the mine colonists use it, but a lot of builds have an issue with that. So in here you need to set the settings. So breeding we have on, but that means they're going to need wheat to breed with. So we need to get another farmer so they can make wheat. They will attempt to do milk if we need them to get milk. And if we have something for them to get the milk with. Stew does not matter because that's if you have mushrooms. And once per day is fine. And the milk item is a large milk bottle or a milk bucket. The large milk bottle is not difficult to make.
I gotta bring 2 cows over here.
Yes. It's just 6 glass panes, a slab, and a piece of glass, and that gives you 4 of them. Versus a bucket that's 3 iron. So we'll leave it on milk bucket. And she'll bring over the cows, and then he will take care of. I would personally bring over all of them, unless you really want to take care of some of them out here yourself. Oh, we only have 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need to take both of them over there.
Well, you need to go away because I didn't go downstairs to get my lead.
Okay. So now he should be starting on the fisherman side. And I have an idea, but I actually don't know how it's going to work. Which is, I want to move this tower, and I want to put it up here to stretch out this side a little bit. And also because I want to put the builder's hut right here beside the warehouse. Basically right in this spot. I'll have to do a little terraforming. And I know that I can go to build options and have them deconstruct it. But I don't know if it's going to pull in this area or not. So I'm going to come up here. So this is the corner right now. And I'm just going to place this farm. I don't think I have Oh, yeah, I do. Never mind. We're just going to put this cobble deep slate right there. That is the... Oh, nope, corner's actually here. Alright, I gotta move it over a couple. It's weird because you can't see when you're standing right at it. So it's right there. Okay. So we're going to place that right there. And that tells me where the corner is. So once he gets done with the fisherman's hut, we'll go ahead and have him deconstruct that and see what it does. Also, did you pick a worker for the cowhand hut?
Mm-hmm. Waiting on the courier to bring him an axe.
Okay. And don't forget to make the milk bucket if you want him to collect your milk. Do we have a use for milk? Do you have any recipes that you can do?
Not that they're using. Yes, but yes, I could. Oh, I could teach the one person to make butter with milk.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll get to work on that. Be back in a minute. All right, so Fisherman's Hut is done. So Crazy needs to get some fishing rods made. And we can go ahead and test out how this is going to work. Now, so far, it hasn't moved. He'll come start tearing it apart in the morning because it's now nighttime. And we have a person available, so we'll put them on here. And there's no real settings for this building. Just need to set the minimum stock for like a fishing rod. But Crazy can take care of that in the morning when she makes them a couple fishing rods. So, we'll be back when the guard tower is down. Alright, so even if you don't have a need for fish for food, if you want to go a different route for food, you still may want to set up a fisherman's hut for the other things that they can get. Mainly, if you don't know where a jungle is, you can get bamboo occasionally. You can also get leather boots or leather bowls, that kind of stuff. There's a chance at saddles, name tags, string, sticks, regular bows. These are enchanted bows that are in that list. Ink sacks for black dye and stuff. But you also, when you get them up to level 3, which is right before you'll start needing it, because level 4, I believe, is when you start needing prismarine for builds, they can actually get you prismarine as well at level 3. And at level 4, you can actually start getting sponges, which you may also need in some builds. So if you don't want to go and take on a ocean monument to get the prismarine and sponges, you can do it this way. Now, the builder's hut may need it, but I don't remember. And then I think level 5 is basically the same. If there's something else in there, I don't know what it is. But also, it's also just good to have fish for feeding guys too. And they don't really need as much water as what we gave them here. I did this just because it was a low area And rather than filling it in, I figured, why not make them a nice lake? It would make a nice center point to the town, and then they could use it for fishing. If you set up near a river, this one here that we used only had like this little bit of water right here. So you really don't need much water. And I believe they will actually, the builders will actually place the water if you want to put this somewhere that there isn't water. Alright, so we'll be back in just a minute when he gets that done. Alright, he just took out the last piece. Alright, so now let's look and see. It's still there. And we pick up. Everything falls out of it. And yep, as soon as we did it, it moved the line. But that's fine, because we can move this back here now, so it's not right in the way. And if you notice, it doesn't stack with the other one. And that is because if you built this at level 2, or deconstructed it at level 2, or 3, or 4, or 5, it holds the knowledge that that's what it is. So you don't have to rebuild it from 1 up. So now we're going to put it here. And we're going to turn it this way. We're going to make sure it's inside of the corner. We're not going to move it all the way back there. We need to move it this way, though. We'll just have it right up here on this hill area right here. And that should be good. And that used the one that we'd already placed. So now, we'll have him rebuild it. And now we shouldn't have to worry about supplying him with anything, because he should have everything that he just had taken down. So now, we're going to go back into fundamentals. We're going to build a second builder's hut. And we're going to put it basically right in this one's place. I'm going to turn it this direction. And now I just got to decide how I want to do the terraforming here. Let's move this out this way just a bit. Probably go down one. The corner of this should be... I have my glasses. Yeah, and my glasses. Now if I can get this thing to show up, I may have to walk out and walk back in. Sometimes it takes a minute to register that you put them on. Yeah, it's not wanting to do it. It shows me that one, but it's not showing me that one. It's also not showing them as upgraded with it. Typically does. I can probably move it all the way out to there, because that's equal with the front of this one, I think. Or at least really close. Because we could put it all the way over here. But then that means we got to cut out all of that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's showing up. Now this sticks out a little bit further, I believe, than that builder's hut. So we could move it back one so it's in line with that one. But see here, I'd almost want to put it like down to here, but then that would be a whole lot we got to tear out of this. Alright, so it's getting night. I'm going to fiddle around with this a little bit, see what I can figure out on where I want to put it. And as you can hear, I need to get over here and get to sleep because things are already starting to blow up. And we don't want to lose any colonists. We shouldn't lose any because they should all be in bed. The only people running around should be our guards, but we don't want them getting blown up either. So, be back in just a minute. Alright, so we now have a builder's hut. The guard tower has been replaced. So now we can get a new builder in here, but I'm pretty sure we are out of, we are out of people. So we need to get another residence done, and I have placed one of them back here by the cowhand's hut because Crazy says the farmer continues to complain he wants a house.
So does the fucking cow hut guy, but...
So let's build options. That guy, he can start on that. That'll get us a new place. So we can get a new person. And then we can put the new person on the builder's hut. And then we can start getting some road work done around here. I absolutely hate how this looks because of needing to dig this out. I second guess it now. I think I should have put it up above instead of down below like this. And I really hate the look of retaining walls, but I think I'm going to do one here. And then we'll put everything else up above it. So I'm going to just dig this out here. We've been looking at blocks to build it out of to see what looks decent. And I think this is going to look not too horrible. So what I'm thinking is we're going to do like this. And I need to polish these or make them brick or something. But that's going to sit beside it. And then this over top of it. I think I need to actually move that back one because I want to put another row of these here, which that's going to interfere with that and look like crap. And I didn't do this wide enough because what I'm thinking is this on the inside, so this will all have to be the brick as well. But then I'm going to have these in between, so I need to make it 3, not 2. So I'll work on getting this done and show you guys what I come up with. But it looks like it is getting to be nighttime, so we're going to have to go sleep again. Crazy and I are both getting... Really? Already?
Yep, because you took so long.
I hate sleeping.
Well, hurry up.
these knights cannot fight without getting hit. And those mighty zombies have diamond swords. So they hit you like twice and you're dead. Alright, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, the retaining wall is done. And I think it turned out pretty decent. I didn't know what to do over here, so I did this. I think I need to do something similar to the other side. I also think I need to fill in like some little blocks here and there. But I still may bring this. Yeah, I think this will look better if I just cut this back a little bit. And then I can just get rid of these two up here so that won't look quite as bad. And I think I need to put a stair here, because that doesn't need to be the same height, so it looks a little funky. I'm going to bring this out a little bit. I could have brought this out to bring that up, but I didn't want to do it, so I didn't do it. Alright, so that's done. We've had one kid or two kids?
2 kids, but one's not grown up yet.
Okay, so we had one kid. They became a knight. We still have a knight we have to fill?
I don't know.
I know we're going to have another one because we have this guard tower up here that he's working on getting built. We still don't have our second builder in our second builder, but we need to get that done. But I think when he gets that guard tower done, we're going to work on a couple more residences. The sad thing is, look at this placement. This irritates the ever-living hell out of me. And I think I can fix it by having him take down that guard tower again.
Why? Just leave it.
Well, this irritates me. Look at this. This house would fit perfectly right here if it wasn't for that guard tower. And technically, it still fits. But that means, but look, this has to be over this. This looks horrible. If I could move it over 2 blocks and up 2 blocks, see, I could go, I could go like this and like this. And that would look so much better, but then it's overlapping the guard tower. So if I move the guard tower over to here, it would be fine. And that's the smaller of the 2 houses, too. Or I just don't put the house there, and we leave that open and Crazy build some kind of park or something in there. A garden. And then we just move this back here.
I say do it that way so we don't have to move the guard tower again. And we need to go to bed.
I like annoying you and moving shit. And guess what? She didn't mute it again. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this one. We've been here for 30 minutes.
I gotta dye my scrolls.
A little bit done. Oh yeah, she made a second builder scroll. Did you lock the second one to the new builder's hut?
No, because there's no builder in there.
Okay, well you still need to set it to it. And because of some add-on we have, you can actually dye them. Holy crap, what is going on out here? In all the creepers. Oh, we're about to lose a night.
Why?
They're on fire fighting a mighty scud. Holy crap, he lived. If he doesn't burn to death, and I don't have water. Yep, he burned to death. I didn't have water to put him out, and he was too stupid to run to the water, which is right there. He got hit by a pyro, something that caught him on fire, and then he was fighting a mighty skeleton and a spider at the same time. I cleared his grave. We go through lots of guards.
Okay, got it. Where's the bear?
I'm over here killing a agile zombie that tried to set me on fire, but can't set me on fire because I walked through agile creeper residue and got infinite fire resist. So now she has
the new hut.
This one for the new one, which isn't set yet. And this one for the old one. So now she can tell which one is which. I don't remember what that add-on is called, but it's really nice. MineColony extras or additions or something like that, but it's really nice.
Tweaks add-on for MineColony.
Yeah, that. Last time I did this, I had 3 builders, and it was very nice having one for each color, or one of each color. I don't know why they don't put that into the main mod. Alright, so anyways, we're out of here. Hopefully by the time you see this, Crazy will have gotten off her lazy butt and named these episodes so you know kind of what we did here. Hint, hint. She still ain't done that. See you guys later.
I like my lazy way.